Hi everyone, this is Scott Felton at QUBEdocs. Today we're going to take a quick look at log file search and analysis. First thing to remember is go to QUBEdocs.com, that's QUBEdocs with a Q, and you can click Try It Now to start a trial, or you can click Login, and that's what I'll do. I'm going to go up here and log in to my demo account. When you want to upload a log file in log file search and analysis, you click on the ellipses, you click Upload log files, you get a little tutorial here on how to upload them, click Next, and away you go. I've already got some log files uploaded, so I'm going to go ahead and analyze them right now. So we start off with a visualization right up here at the top that we can zoom in on. We can look at various logging levels. For instance, I might want to look at the errors that were produced at the server level last week. And then maybe I want to drill into a logging level or logger type and just take a look at the TI process errors. So here you can see just in a couple of clicks I've been able to identify all of the TM1, the TI process errors across my server for the previous week. And if I want to drill into a particular error, I've got all the log lines down right here. Now I can drill into these log lines and get to a really low level of detail. Here I can see the details of the error message itself, which TI process error log it spawned, as well as the message that was in that log. Possibly I might want to get a little bit more information about what the context that this error was created in, so I can view the surrounding log lines. And just by clicking on View Surrounding Documents, I get to see all of the log lines that occurred above it and below it. And I can add more log lines if I need. So let's say, for instance, we came up to our log file analysis tool here and we wanted to ask it some questions. Maybe a question like, what changed last week? And maybe if I spelled changed right, it would show up a little bit better. So here we can see all of the dimension changes that happened in the previous week. You'll notice here that Michael made a change, and so maybe I want to see what Michael has been up to in the system. I can just type Michael's username and we'll get a nice look at everything that Michael has been up to in the system. All of his logins, the processes that he's been running, etc. I can even go up and say, you know, Michael has been talking about the server starting up a little slowly lately. So maybe I could just take a look at what the start time looks like across the previous week. And just by typing in start time, what I can see is an entire dashboard of everywhere in the log where start time actually occurred. Now here you can see I've got start time across a number of different logger types. And here from a logging perspective, I just want to look at server log times. So I can drill into the server records, and I get a nice dashboard of when the server was restarted, as well as how long it took to load. And again, I can see the load time here is 30 seconds, 34 seconds, but this one is 82 seconds. So maybe I want to, again, drill into that and view the surrounding documents, and we can see what was going on in that server before and after that restart. Now we have a number of other dashboards in our solution. We start off with the TM1 server activity dashboard, but we can also look at process history. For instance, we can drill into all the processes that were executed, and we can take a look at the unique processes. We can look at the max time or the total longest running process time. We can look at the processes that were run the most in the system itself. We can even drill in on certain processes just by using keywords to filter the results of this particular dashboard. We have similar dashboards for chore history. You can again search and review all the chores and the performance of those chores. And we have a couple of dashboards around user activity. This particular dashboard takes a look at unique logins and logins over time. It shows you who's been logging in and how often. You can always drill into this data to get a better sense of how that activity flowed across a particular time period. And we have a user audit report, which is really more of a kind of a timeline view of how people have been logging in over time, understanding how many chores and processes they've run, and giving you a better time series look at it across the entire width of your screen. So at any point you can expand these dashboards to make them full screen if you like. You can also, in a lot of cases, you can export this information. For instance, here we can export this content right to an Excel file if you would like to work with it in Excel. Finally, our last dashboard is the Key Metrics dashboard. This dashboard is really designed to show you a couple of metrics around what's happening in your TM1 server log files. You can see that we've got a number of server restarts here. We've got the number of users who've logged in over the period that we're looking at, which is the previous week. We can see the number of dimension changes and the chores executed as well as processes executed. And here you can see that we're showing you the log lines because this is more of a technical view, but you could imagine a dashboard that might have some charts and graphs to the right of those metrics. These dashboards are pretty easy for us to create, and so if you have a great idea for a dashboard and you'd like to reach out, maybe try the product, give us a call, send us a note, just go up to QUBEdocs.com. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon.